just started with Titan. I did Hunter when I played a couple years ago, so I figured I'd try Titan for a little bit.
Gotcha. Okay, so you are a returning player, so.
Yeah,
like
but
this is-
everything I had is gone because it's been like 2 years probably.
Yeah, no, I had everything I had over on Battle Blizzard,
Yep.
and I missed the transfer date, and so the $250-300 that I dropped in the game over there is all gone. So that's kind of disappointing. But
Oh no, that's really sad.
Yeah, I had Forsaken Deluxe Edition and one before that Deluxe Edition and all that fun stuff. So, but it's all good.
They should have a better system for that, especially for people like you who have like money in the other one, but just missed like a month or two, whatever, for the move.
Yeah. And I mean, I kind of do get it because it's been a while since they transferred, and so how long do they want to keep the servers active and, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, it is a little frustrating. All right.
That makes sense. So, Michael, did you know that you do less damage when you're in the air with a sword?
I mean, that kind of makes sense. I typically don't use the sword when in the air unless I have to.
Right. Well, it's like when you're chasing a wizard or a servitor. But I was just curious. I was like, why are some of my numbers being odd? I was like removing like buffs and whatnot, trying to figure out. But yeah, it makes sense.
What are we up to? How are we testing stuff?
I was jumping into Master and Legend Nightfalls over and over again and just killing things.
Okay.
But let me tell you what I found, Migo. I'm just kind of like backing some of this stuff up.
I need to defeat champions.
Okay. How many?
Don't know.
5.
I'm at 0%.
Oh, lovely. What quest is this for?
Hawkmoon.
Gotcha. Yeah, we can go ahead if you want. Let's see, let me grab Black Talon. Yeah, if you want to join me, I'll queue us up for a Legend Nightfall. Honestly, it doesn't even have to be Legend, so I can switch my stuff around. Might as well. Be more champions.
I can take black.
It doesn't matter.
If you wanted to go something else.
Because
Okay.
It is not.
No.
Alright.
No shield is 21k, so that makes sense.
Alright. I am running Graviton Lance, Seventh Seraph, and Falling Guillotine. Which, to me, honestly, something like a Graviton Lance is fine for dealing with the ranged shields. What is it? This is going to be a legend, isn't it?
Guardian down.
Okay, so if I'm in the air, it shouldn't matter, right?
I don't have
23,
blue.
365. 23, 365. You don't have what?
I don't have blue. Arc. Or solar. Got the void covered.
Arc or solar. That's the only two shields in this.
Really. Do we need to back out and change loadout then?
No, that's fine. I just want to see how many champions we have to kill.
I'm also curious
21
if it
twice.
counts if you kill, or do I need to be the one to do it?
I must once again ask you to venture in.
See, now why does that...
Move quickly, but carefully, Guardian.
It says heavy uppercut 21, but I got 2 numbers for 21. I don't understand.
Because no, I wouldn't be opposed. I mean, I like my falling, but I wouldn't be opposed to doing Talon. Because it's, as you can see, it's decent.
That used 2 sword ammo. So I don't know if you know how the different things work. Obviously, you know your heavy attack
Correct,
throws a
depending
projectile.
on
like
the-
you saw.
Yeah.
Okay.
Depending on the heavy attack.
That uses 4 ammo every time you do that.
Okay.
Okay. And you know that the catalyst or whatnot says that you
If
can
you-
increase that damage by blocking
Yes.
and then throwing.
Correct.
However, what I've noticed is that when you block and then throw, it only consumes 1 ammunition,
Okay.
regardless
Now-
of whether or not you actually proc the catalyst passive.
Okay. Now, do you actually have to block, or do
No.
you just have to block throw?
Block throw. So that was 1.
Okay.
I'm not going to get the extra damage. Okay.
Okay.
But if I come in here and I get hit and I throw, it still only costs 1 ammunition.
Gotcha.
So, but you don't get the extra damage or whatnot. Okay, so let me hit one of these guys with the heavy here. Stop hiding. There you are.
Can't do barrier.
Okay, so I did 35,000 damage to that guy
Okay.
with a regular. And now I'm going to do a non-blocking. Oop. If I can hit him.
Like just with a normal attack.
23. So 35 versus 23,000.
So you did a heavy attack, a block heavy attack, and did the 35, or
Yeah, so 35, 23. Yeah. So a heavy attack that consumed 4 of my ammunition, the base, just a regular heavy attack,
okay.
did 35,000 damage. I then did a block, didn't actually block damage, but just did a block and threw. And it did 23,000 damage.
Yeah.
And it only consumed 1 ammunition. So, where I'm running into some troubles is... Okay, if you actually reflect the projectile, it will do the same amount... Or, sorry, if you actually hit the reflect passive or whatever, where you block damage immediately after blocking,
Okay.
then you'll do the same amount of damage as you would with your 4 ammo heavy attack.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm running into problems with the people just being too low health bars. I don't know exactly what's going on here. That's where I'd love to find a boss that I can...
Well, we've got a barrier
Way
champion
along.
right here that you can.
Yep. Alright, so let's see.
I'm also curious to see if it counts if you kill him or not.
I don't know. Maybe.
So-
Okay, so basic attack, basic heavy. Did 2 21s. That is why I'm so freaking confused. So I got 2 numbers that said 21.
So I have found with the Black Talon that if any time in your animation you hit somebody, you kill them. At least with the trash mobs. Like I will swing. So just do a basic attack real quick. And you see how like as you're resetting your sword, so you've swung, and then as you're pulling it back to, like if you hit somebody as you're bringing your sword back, it'll kill them.
Yeah.
So that might have been, like you hit him, and then on your backswing you hit him again.
I'm up at 6. Don't worry about reviving me. No, because that was a ranged attack.
Ah, okay.
That's the problem. So, and here's the thing. If I jump up here and I do the basic 14,000.
Okay.
So now let me see if I can hit a blocked or turn to sender out of club. Nope. These are very difficult to block.
Anything?
No, just a second.
Okay, here it comes.
Okay. Bill is going nuts. Kid is trying to sleep.
Mm.
Oh, hey, look, you're dead.
Yes, I was doing my best to keep you alive because he kept running towards you. He like kept trying to run around the backside.
Revive you. Okay, let's see if I can hit a. Shoot me! Hey, hey, yo! Oh, I got it. I almost died. This is hard. It's much easier when you have like a bunch of
Time it
smaller
out.
fire coming in. Okay, 21k.
Okay. So it looks like it's doing the same.
But I only get one number.
Alright, I'm gonna kill him yet.
So 14k, so it crits. Okay, so yeah, we can kill this guy. I have the data I need for this.
Doing my best not to do much damage to him. I'm curious to see.
Oh! Alright, you know what? Screw you, dude. You don't have shield piercing, do you?
Nope.
That's fine.
I'm also wanting to let you be the one to kill him.
Yeah. I just need to time my reloads. I can kill him easy. It's like getting him down low and keeping his shield off, though. It's fine. Just burn him with this.
I'll put some into him.
You don't have to do like finishers or anything, right? You just have to kill him.
Correct. Just his defeat.
Right, up time.
Alright, should be able to finish there.
Are you wanting me to kill him?
Yes, I'm wanting you to kill him.
Oh. Don't you need the progress, though?
I do, but I'm curious. Counted.
It did.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I wanted, because for us to
Okay,
sit there
I
and
missed that
say...
part. So I'm literally trying to keep him at 2
Oh.
HP so you can kill
Yeah,
him.
no, I was trying to do the same.
Why did I only do 9k on that one? I'm so confused. Different enemies do
elemental
different
shield.
damage. Yeah, but the other one had a... that's right. The
Barriers
shield
are just a shield. This is an elemental
actually
shield.
have a thing up. Dag Nurbit.
But again, the whole reason we're wanting to test this is because we're looking for
It's so satisfying using this.
yeah, it is. We're wanting to test against void shields, specifically. Yes.
Yeah, and there are no void shields in here. No. No matter what you use, the elemental shield will be fine. That didn't go well for you.
No, I didn't. I thought you already killed that person.
No.
I was wrong.
I don't have solar. Which is fine, but...
Didn't have solar either. I did have ulti.
This is how your ult. It's hilarious. I can kill him with a sword, it just takes a lot of ammo.
Yeah. No.
Or patience.
I get my ult back. Decently.
Okay,
quick.
so what percentage are you at for champions?
3%.
What? Do you have to kill 33 champions?
So the next one we run across, let me kill, and let's see what we come up with.
Okay. I was gonna say, because there's no way you and I are running through here killing 33 champions.
No, and I mean, it doesn't have to be. It's either kill champions or kill guardians. And
Oh, with what? Just weapons?
yeah, just in general,
Yeah.
I'm having to charge the whatever the thing is.
Guardian down.
Trying to think of where we could honestly probably a legend lost sector.
And just do it together. We'll let you do it together.
Yeah. Yeah. It just won't give you the fancy rewards.
Gotcha.
So satisfying.
All right, there's gonna be an ogre up here, right?
Yeah, eventually.
Once you pick that up.
No, not an ogre. Nope. We'll get a shielded champion though.
Okay. Because I still question. Give me just a second before you. Okay.
You're saying?
I
I put it back. Okay.
delete a Twitch message.
Sorry, I'm gonna go punch people.
And block list. YouTube here in a moment.
Alright, see if I can get you there in time.
Where am I going with it? And I want to kill that
That's
guy.
this barrier guy. All right.
Shield up.
Got him.
Alright. Running safe. And 6%. Doesn't matter.
Okay. Yep. So you and me running Lost Sectors, a legend. Let me just look real quick and see what's available. As you and I, like, it's gonna struggle to get through this. Where
Yeah.
Lost Sectors, typically they're a lot more grouped up.
Correct. This was just
Especially
test.
if
if we can find
Legend.
something that's using Void, so that we can test. Like, I'll take Graviton Lance and you take Black Talon, and we can just kind of test to see how the range does.
Master. That one's the legend. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna take us to the Cosmodrome here.
Okay.
There's one that we can run pretty fast. Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3 champions. The other one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with a crap ton of barriers at the end. But it's a master. I think our fastest one's going to be the Labyrinth today. Okay, so we'll have to look at the shield types. This is Barrier and Unstoppable.
Okay, I've got the Unstoppable. I'd like to take Graviton Lance to compare it to... Now,
That's fine.
are there Void Shields?
I don't know. We'll find out when we get in. I'm going to say it changes, but could be wrong.
I've got the Unstoppable.
You're welcome to stay in your loadout. I'll go queue us up for it. It's a little ways away.
I actually should be able to do both, shouldn't I? Details. Do that. Anti-barrier. Yep. Alright, I've got both. I am full void though.
There's not going to be any void shields. Just watch.
Yeah.
Which it's a legend, so it's not as
Well,
big of a deal.
But again, specifically for me, what I'm curious to test is Graviton Lance versus Black Talon. So,
In terms of DPS,
in terms of how is this going to do against ranged shields?
oh, gotcha. If there's void shields,
Yes,
so
because that's
trying to
that's
remember what
kind
the
of
last-
the question that we're having, right?
No. The question is not how well you can deal with the certain shields. The question is, what is the best void exotic for the DPS? Like, damage into unless it says like does extra damage to shields or something. You know, like if you have a pistol that does 5 damage and an assault rifle that does 10, it'll take 2 shots or 1 shot, right? And it's the same against the shields.
Okay.
Unless there's some modifier that, you know, talks about doing extra damage to shielded enemies or
But-
exploding when you match the damage type.
But the question... Oh. Okay.
So it's the,
Realize that was
if
that.
you're
Okay.
taking a exotic, and it doesn't necessarily have to be heavy, I'm just doing heavy because I have the other 2. If you're going to take an exotic to deal with purple damage, and ideally boss damage, what should you take?
Which...
Speaking of, I have a fun rocket launcher you might like.
Yeah.
I got yesterday. It's kind of like a Graviton Lance, just in a rocket launcher. And so you shoot the rocket, and then when you release the firing button,
Yeah.
the rocket explodes into like 8 orbs or something. Think of them like glorified Graviton Lance orbs, and they slowly like track their target and float down. And the longer they float, the more damage they do.
Gotcha.
So, all right, exotics, power. We have tractor cannon.
I've got tractor cannon.
You have tractor cannon?
Yep.
I want to say that
Shotgun.
applies to debuff. We could have you do the tractor cannon rather than me on Divinity.
Let me pull it out of Vault.
It doesn't give the automatic crit zone or whatever, but pushes anyway, suppresses their abilities and makes them more vulnerable to all incoming damage. Yeah, so we would still have to hit our crit area, but option.
But honestly, how hard is that?
How hard is what?
Hitting crit.
It is when, so for example, in the boss fight that we did, right? If you're using a sniper, you zoom in, his head is bobbing around. There are other effects, you know, people using Cloud Strikes or Rift or other buffs. Then it kind of gets in the way. And so it doesn't necessarily, I would say that I would hit 90% of my shots still on the head, but it's at a slower rate. Like I'm not pulling the trigger. When you have that divinity and you just have this large ball on them, you can literally just hip fire it as fast as you possibly want. And you're guaranteed all your shots.
Yeah.
So, and depending on the boss, it's different based on their area.
All right, so have tractor cannon.
Yeah, Deathbringer. And that's where I'm looking for DPS weapons.
So
daggers.
Basically, I'm just going to transfer all of my heavies to...
Yeah, there's only like... So Leviathan's Breath is a bow. It's good against unstoppable champions. I want to say it has okay DPS, but eh. Plus it only holds like 10 bolts or something like that, so meh. Deathbringer is the one that I just picked up. It's not necessarily great for DPSing down a boss. I could be wrong, but Black Talon, Two-Tailed Fox. It's half solar, half void. Let's see, how much does this hold? It's not gonna tell me. The colony. Interesting. Chase targets and explode close to them. Yeah. It's a grenade launcher.
Because my other question is, if I went something more along the lines of the Graviton Lance for dealing with the ranged shields and then a falling guillotine, is the amount of ammo that I am able to conserve, you know, I'm using my Black Talon to deal with the shields, you know, throughout
No. Yeah, absolutely. And that's where the thing that brings the Black Talon up to the Xenophage and the Anarchy, because this is all about, it's boss DPS, right? It's ranged, high, you know, not necessarily boss, but low-level boss.
Yes.
When you get Master and Grandmaster, every enemy is a boss.
Everything! Yeah.
So, and that's where being able to have high DPS is important, but also having sustainable high DPS, right?
Correct.
So for example, the Anarchy just kind of blows everything out of the water. It's not necessarily crazy by itself, but you can shoot 2 mines at the boss, put your weapon away, and pull out something else. And while you're doing whatever else, you're going to be doing 8,000 damage a second with the Anarchy ticks.
Yeah.
With the amount of ammunition that you can standard hold, you can do 1,000,000 damage to a boss with Anarchy. Now that's over a very long extended period of time, but if you're doing high level content, time isn't necessarily something you're concerned about. Let me just pull up the numbers here real quick. So simulated total damage of the Anarchy is 99 or 990k, so basically 1,000,000 damage, versus the Xenophage, which only does 228, so a quarter of the damage.
Migo, that's not the Legend Lost Sector either.
Say what?
That's not the Master Lost Sector or
The one
Legend
I'm
Lost
at?
Sector. No, it's just a regular.
You have not done this one yet, so you don't see it.
Ah, okay.
In which case you should probably come to me, and we'll just run it once.
So yeah, I can just.
It doesn't screw anything up. Anyway, so the what'd you do? So the Xenophage, even though it has just absolute mad damage, only has 26 rounds of ammunition.
8, but yeah.
So you can only do 228k. And that's where, you know, it still's good. And I don't know that I would replace the Xenophage with another exotic. Just because it has, you know, crazy damage. You can get it off really fast. And the Anarchy just sticks way above. So some other ones up here. Eyes of Tomorrow can produce a little more damage. Heir Apparent can produce a tiny bit more, but not by much. By like 50,000 overall. But when you look at the burst DPS, that's where the Xenophage really stands out. It's like 17,000 versus some machine guns that are putting out like 6,000 or 7,000.
Correct, but if you also consider, you know, because this is something, why were we having issues with the one the other night? Because people were running out of ammo. Why were we having issues with, not that we're having issues, but with whatever it was the other night. Prophecy. You were running out of lament ammo. You know, and so that's where, yeah, they're crazy good weapons, but if I'm running out of ammo with Black Talon because I'm using it to take shields off,
Exactly.
versus I run with Graviton Lance and, you know, Falling Guillotine, which Falling Guillotine, yes, does not do the same amount of damage, obviously, but then I'm reserving all of my heavy ammo specifically for the boss.
Here's the problem with, and that is fine. That is perfectly fine. And I think I even suggested this build to you at some point because I figured it was going to fit your playstyle well. Well, first off, you have 2 purples, but that is melee. Falling Guillotine is a melee weapon. And
Yes.
specifically what this is all about is we can't use melee for everything, especially in higher level content. I was watching a video the other day where the guy's like, he's like, basically just forget that you have a melee ability. He's like, swords, situational, but he's like, you can't count on a melee. It's so risky.
Okay.
And that's kind of, you know, like Master, especially Grandmaster, where we're getting to. It's, you know, we need to be able to range everything down. So now picking those exotics to do that with. So this is basically saying, not taking Lament, not taking Falling Guillotine. I'm looking for 3 power weapons. They're going to be good DPS, sustainable DPS that cover the 3 different damage types. So, and that's where Anarchy, Xenophage, and Black Talon are kind of the 3 that I have more or less settled on, and I'm kind of comparing them to see how much better is one than the other. So what should you prioritize, right? So if we had blue and purple shields, which exotic do I take to cover?
Risk Runner.
Yeah. You know, which exotic do I take, and which one do I cover in my energy class? So, which, speaking of, there is a sword. It's not as good as the Black Talon. It's like a iffy Black Talon, but there's a sword that has the ranged attack. It's blue, and that may be what you want to run with. So you can have that blue and ranged damage while still having a sword. Here yet?
I'm in.
Oh, you're good. Okay. Let me know when you're running. I'm still just
Huh?
processing. Anyway, Let's see. So,
I was about to say, if you want to keep looking
according
stuff up, I'll just keep,
to my numbers,
I'll keep running through the maze and get myself lost in here.
yeah.
This tunnel looks like it goes down. We'll go here. I found enemies.
Yeah, I need to show you the. Okay. Yeah. 592. It's a perfect number. All right. It's beautiful. So 26 times 29.
And again, I know that it all depends on what all we're running and what roles are needed. I have been liking my full void.
Yeah, I know you like your full void, and if you run things with other people, it's not as big of a deal because we can kind of cover. But for example, if you were to do a master activity with full void without void shields, so there's arc and solar shields.
Correct. At which point I
you
would
would
swap.
be useless.
I ended up being stubborn last night and doing a hunt and needed to take down arc shields and said, no, I don't want to swap away from what I'm using. I'm going to continue using this. And it took me, you know, probably an hour longer than it should have. But that point. So, and that's where my question is. So, decent damage output. If I ran a 7th Seraph Saw, okay, which to me seems like it's been doing decent damage. Maybe not spectacular, but it's decent. So if I run a 7th Seraph Saw, that gets me arc, that gets me ranged, that gets me 7th Seraph.
Yep.
Which
Now, 7th Seraph is only good if it's the weapon you're using, and if you're not taking, you know, if you're taking your Graviton Lance, it's great that you have 7th Seraph, but you're going to be using your Graviton Lance to kill everything. So,
depending. I don't want to die here. But I'm gonna fall off the ledge and die anyway. Okay.
so 35k times 7. Assuming
What the heck? What did you run into? Oh, that's frustrating. I just had like a 10-foot invisible wall or something that I threw my ulti and it got stuck on the wall like 3 feet in front of me. Fine.
yeah.
Where you at? There you are.
So to double. Yeah, that's crazy.
Why are we still... Where's my code at? Is my cache up here?
20. Yep. Okay, so 120 seconds of that tick. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . .
Alright, we go.
Should we get it done?
Take your time. The other option is, because I've found that I haven't necessarily been doing a whole lot as far as actual damage as of yet goes. And honestly, I know that that can change, and I don't know how much more I need to definitely be spitting out. But if I just took what you has it, hard light, and said, okay, I can deal with what is that, overload? Yeah, I can deal with overload. I can deal with unstoppable. I can deal with any of the elemental shields.
Yeah, no, Hardlight's a decent one when it's the shield. The problem with Hardlight is you have a hard time burning down high health targets.
Correct, and that's
So
where, again, this would be for a group play situation where it's like, all right, I can deal with shields, you guys deal with actual health.
see, and that's the difference is when we go into a group thing, I will usually be able to deal with all but one thing, and the same thing with everyone else. And so it's not necessary that we need.
So we're talking
person.
more of solo play at this point,
Yeah,
is what
well,
you're...
yes and no. Here's the thing, and so you need to be able to deal with the majority of stuff going in, but you could also argue that it's solo play as well. So Hardlight is a great solo play weapon. If you don't necessarily have a great loadout, then it's great because you can equip it and then you can deal with one of the two elemental shields. Occasionally you'll have an activity with all three. Like for example, when we do the night or the Hawk Moon quests, like the actual re-rolling of them that we've been doing, you have all three damage types and you have all three champion types.
Okay.
So, are you done? Should I get back to my computer
I'm good to...
and do these?
So...
Estoni. Oh, it's Amigo. Alright, let's see. What color shield types did you see while you're in there? You said you have Void.
Just
I'm
solar.
just burning through this just to get you some kills.
it was just
Care about
solar,
testing
Migo.
things.
So...
You just saw solar?
yeah, just
there'll be
solar.
one more in this legend. Are you ready for me to start it?
Yes. Disruption, stagger. Apply. I say that. I should go solar to deal with solar.
Yeah, I don't. Well, I have Lament. It doesn't matter. We're speedrunning this.
You're gonna be fine with Lament?
Yeah. Just
Okay.
let me know when you're ready.
If we're gonna
We'll
speed
run it through once, and you can change your build if you want afterwards. But
Okay.
basically, I'm going to be doing this in like 2 minutes or less.
Okay. I'm ready.
Just kind of follow behind me for the first one. I'll show you the path. It may take me a minute. It's been a couple of weeks since I've done this one. Watch it do. Okay, so the secret of the labyrinth is basically you just want to stay right until you get down there. Also, there's a tiny little crack / crevice that sometimes you even miss. Don't take that right. It's a dead end anyway, so it doesn't matter. But if you come down here,
Yeah, no, I actually ran into that one as I was running back out.
okay, yes. So just ignore this little tiny crack right here. But other than that, you stay right. Let me go first. This section, this is important that I do this properly. And if you kill all of those with an 7th Seraph weapon, then when you get to these guys, you can pop a Warmind cell and blow up almost everyone outside. Go. Now we wait. It didn't work. Alright, so at this point we just kill whatever. Get away from me.
Do we get 3 revives between the 2 of us, or?
Yes. So we kill a champion.
Why is he running backwards?
Hey, look, I got an exotic randomly.
I'm so confused.
Are you confused about? Did you get
This-
progress for that?
This cursed thrall that is running backwards through the tunnels.
Yes. I don't understand. He was chasing me and then I was like, is he not gonna blow up? Okay, I'm just gonna ignore him.
I decided I was gonna chase him down. As soon as I finish killing things, I will let you know.
Alright, ready?
Alright.
Like you may have killed one of my... Yeah. No, I still got it. I think... No, because the thrall blew up my Warmind cell. Awkward.
Are you gonna give me my tract? Okay, yes. I got credit for that one.
You did. Okay. Did you damage him at all?
I don't remember. Yes, I did.
So I'm curious if you'll get credit for this next one as well.
Yep. Letting you do your thing. Just gonna run around collecting spin metal leaves. Not really where that.
Did you get credit for that?
No. So I have to
So
damage.
you will have to damage them.
Yeah.
Alright. Ogre up here.
You know, it wasn't high enough. Dang it.
I need to stagger this guy. So I already used my stagger.
Staggered.
Okay, we kill that wizard. We come back here. You're welcome to kill as many of these guys as you want. Basically just waiting for the boss to spawn and for 2 knights to come running around the corner at us. And then we'll rush the boss, collect the loot chest, and restart it. Come on, stop folks. Man up and get over here. I don't remember if I have bubble. I think I have bubble. Let's find out. Okay. Now run up here. Collect the chest. And run away. And at this point, it doesn't matter.
Unless I start running back into the thing. Can you get out in time?
Guardian down.
I think you can make it to the entrance, yeah, if you don't get lost. So, and technically I can just
It won't actually let you out, though. It's
hit
just a big
tab.
wall.
I'll do that next time. Okay. Do you want to change anything to your loadout, or?
I don't think so. You're just gonna run through it quick enough. I'll stick with comfort.
So it'll take me a second to get back in the groove, but as my screen loads, there's a beam that generates a heat field. Flame refraction grows while the weapon continues to fire. Interesting. I sense that pen. Hey, finally. All right. Goodness, this is loading time. Hello.
So if I am spec'd out for 7th Seraph, can I shoot your Warmind cells as well, or?
No, it's best not to, because they bug out sometimes.
Okay. Not quite there yet.
Yeah. That's what's supposed to happen. And then you don't get any extra progress for that, right?
Check here in a second when it's safe. No. Should be able to finish this.
Oh, we're in fire. That's lovely. Oh, I really wish that was more obvious.
Yeah, I hate coming up on the... Wonder where he's at!
Damage him.
Yep, we're good.
Yeah, so I'm probably just gonna run through it pretty fast and just try to keep me updated of if you were not able to damage the champion as I'm lamenting them.
Correct. We've got a, Good.
Nice. Lament bugged out. Should be able to finish him off. I hate when it does that. Like, has like a second cooldown timer. It's the empowered attack, but there's like a cooldown timer in between your...
Yeah.
What the... That's another thing. Holy crap. I would love the game to stop freaking out right about now.
I can't do it with the shield. There you go.
I don't have my ulti. Baby knocker. you pop your alt on or something?
I did.
It's like, I don't think I
That's
got
why is
to.
it half?
Alright. For chest.
Set me back here. Moments, I'm back by Ogre. That's all stupid.
Good.
Yep.
Too long to abandon. Alright, hopefully these loading screens get faster.
Yeah.
Just ridiculous.
Other option. What does that have? Is that just kinetic?
You good?
Yeah. Good.
You'll probably want to graviton the lance since I just wasted my grenade on that guy. When these enemies, you can see them on our right. If you peek up on the stairway here, they'll
Yeah.
come running. Yep, there they are. I won't kill this dude.
I've-
Focus on them.
Alright, they're down. Alright,
Oh,
good.
oh, he's low. Might be able to finish him off.
Probably not.
So I don't be back soon.
Why are we not doing
Tried to pop
there?
my passive. It did not work.
Stupid. And of course I'm reloading. Dang it.
I did my combo and I was like, he's 2 HP. I hate those clouds. C'est passion. I don't have ulti, but that's okay. Hey. Eh. Eh.
Good.
He's executable. Oh, why my net always bugs on this guy. Very annoying. Oh, dang it. My shield wasn't up yet. Coming, Nico. There you go. Cast, please.
Did I get any armor that time? Or any gear? Yes, said. Alright, oh, I guess we're good now. Also, that is not running. Why is that not running? There. A little ways behind you. All right.
Occasionally they spawn after. Very annoying. Alright, you done randomly popping out of nowhere, you stupid thralls?
Probably not.
Use that to clear the little guys.
Okay.
You've got little guys. I don't have a grenade.
Yep.
Here they go. He's executable.
Yep.
I don't know what's going on. It's so stupid. Trade 3 times.
Talking to Stagger.
No, with my Lament combo. I even made sure I was not screwing it up. So it didn't matter.
I'm down. I'm up.
Good.
Yep.
Barely. How's your progress?
I'll check here as soon as we're out of loading screen. $48.
Okay.
Anyone want to play a game of League?
I'm good. I gotta get off here in like 5 minutes anyway to wake the K up.
There yet. Huh.
Alright, Mr. Sword, are you gonna bug out on me this time?
gonna leave that Warmind cell.
That's what the runs are supposed to be